Hey, for the people that don't fucking know, this my motherfucking boy. This motherfucker right here, this egg-shaped head-ass motherfucker right here, this
Yeah,
motherfucking boy,
yeah,
man. Yo, this
yeah,
go
yeah,
live, bro.
yeah,
On Instagram
yeah,
live. Bro, I go
yeah,
fill with the motherfucking
yeah.
drink up in my cup. Man,
Man,
hold
hold
up. I
up.
told
It's
everybody
that
Chato
fucking
is a
Drew big
drunk
headed
fuck.
ass still wearing that same hat.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna keep Astro spit until I
Oh,
die, boy.
dusty ass hat, boy.
Hey, fuck no, bro. I be going.
I'll leave a message. I don't give a shit.
Tell me you're looking for work.
Hello?
Hey, is this Steve?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Drew. This nigga over here cleaning.
Motherfuckers got company and shit. Don't clean after they sell.
What's up, dude? What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz?
Nah.
See? Both these fools finna get slid. Freeport.
Quick little mic test. And are you ready, Marcos? Take your time, bro. We'll let this bitch ride for a minute. Let it ride. Tonight's episode is dedicated to my boy, one of my best friends, Chato. And we are live. We are live. All right, bring that down, Marcos. I'd like to welcome y'all into 20. I thought those were mine for a second. Look at you. I'd like to welcome y'all into 21 the podcast. If it's your first time here, make sure you click subscribe. If you've been here before, I'd like to thank you for tuning in as much as you do. I'd like to thank y'all for getting myself on the monetized tip for like 2 seconds until they took away a few of my subscribers almost instantly as I pushed that thing. So tonight, I think when we started, I needed 3 more subscribers. So everybody here, make sure y'all click subscribe. Let's make sure we get that taken care of. My name is Drew at Mr. Oh So Cool. I'm along with my producer, Mr. Marcos Morales at Dirt City Studios. And tonight, the one and only Greg Reese is along for the shit show once again. But like I said, the entire point I wanted to go live for tonight, and like I didn't have a show planned or anything like that, but my boy Chato did recently pass away, and I was playing his videos at the beginning of this shit. Oh man, just saying that shit fucking sucks, bro. Fucking sucks. But yeah, my boy Chato lost his battle to COVID. So tonight's show, what's going to happen, I posted on Facebook on his page to where, you know, if anybody does want to call in and say a story about Chato, talk about Chato, anything like that, the lines are open. Just DM me on Facebook. Like people that follow me on Facebook are people that I know, or, you know, people that he knows. So we're going to keep it strictly to that. Yeah, so tonight, we're just going to sit here, shoot the shit, because I figure what better way to commemorate my boy Chato than sit here and have some drinks with the fucking boys. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all, too, for being here. Y'all are two of my best friends as well, man. And shit, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, I kind of thought when I started talking I was going to get a little emotional, but, man, bro, that shit's sad as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
But thank y'all for being here, man.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
We ordered some barbecue. We got barbecue on the way. That makes everybody happy. But yeah. So, Greg, what you been up to, bro? I'm sorry to just start the show off on such a a somber note. But yeah, you're muted, bro.
Here I am. This one goes out to Chato.
Shouts to fucking Chato, man. And if I do talk about Chato
I
at any
pour
point,
this on the floor. Sorry, I just
yeah,
drink
man.
it for you, Chato.
If y'all hear me talking any shit about Chato, it's just because that's how I used to talk to him, man. Like any of my best friends, bro. That's just.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm talking mad shit to you, period, bro. And it was like.
Well, I mean that's a form of compassion, at least in the culture I'm from, and you as well. I'm a lot of people, I think so.
Right. It's like, fucking stupid. This fool just go around calling everybody fucking stupid. I'm a hoe all the time, which I gotta definitely agree with. But I had actually came on the show at one point, and I was talking about Chato, while he was still in the hospital. And I said, Chato, if you don't leave that fucking hospital, bro, I'm gonna slide your bitch ass. So he knows it's on site next time I see him, bro. It's gonna fucking happen. But yeah, if anybody does want to call in, feel free to hit me on Facebook. I'll check it intermittently. If y'all would remind me, that would be great of you guys. But anyways, let's start the shit show, guys.
Yeah.
So Greg, both you and I.
Oh my God, we're
Let's
back.
Start that shit show, boys. Let's get it going. What kind of shit is gonna fall out of you?
So today on the shit show, hold on, bring me back. Let me light a cigarette to it. Get my mind right. Bring me in, Marcos. And I'd like to welcome you into 21 The Shit Show. My name is Drew, at Mr. Oh So Cool. My producer once again, Mr. Marcos Morales at Dirt City Studios. And tonight we have a special guest, Mr. Greg Reese. Now, me and Greg Reese have both recently been on the Texas border witnessing a migrant crisis, actually. I mean, we'll talk about more about that later. We got barbecue coming up. We got phone calls. We got a bunch of breaks to where we need to use the restroom. Until that time, we'll be right here with you. Greg, what do you have to say?
What do I got to say?
What do you got to say, Greg?
I'm just happy to be here, Drew.
I'm happy to have you here, Greg.
I'll tell you what, I've been road tripping for the past 2 days, checking out Texas, and I'm happy to be here with you to report in.
I like that growl. Happy to. So tell me about your road trip, Greg. What have you been going around Texas for?
Well, I've been going around Texas because I'm feeling the itch to leave Austin.
Yeah.
But I don't want to leave Texas. I love Texas, but I don't feel like I'm in a community with my neighbors here. I feel like my neighbors are psychotic here. So I wanted to just sort of explore some areas that I've been looking at online. And so I went specifically to sort of like about an hour south of Dallas. And that whole area, I just drove all around that whole area. Checked out Fort Worth. Fort Worth is a little too populated for me, although pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then next will be the Houston area. I'm excited about that. But the best news is outside of a little bit of Dallas, no one was wearing the masks. In Fort Worth, no one was wearing the masks. They had the Rangers opening day. Abbott refused to throw the pitch because he was offended by it, but no one was wearing the mask. All through Texas, through like the smaller towns, not even the employees were wearing masks, not even around their necks. No one's even playing the game. And
yeah.
Occasionally, you would see a couple people wear masks, just like because they're whatever. But the takeaway was Texas is doing all right.
Yeah. No, I did in McAllen. It's fucking it's kind of mass city over there, but I mean it's very rightfully so. Hey Marcos, will you ride your? Okay, you are riding your microphone. Okay, cool. I still hear that AC. We got the AC going in here tonight, man. It's a fucking shit show. But no, McAllen was like a fucking. It was pretty masked up all around, but rightfully so because I mean, the amount of people they're bringing in. And they even have like a COVID center that they're taking these people to. Like there's multiple like positive COVID.
Well, the hotels are like the quarantines.
Yeah, there was only like two or three hotels in McAllen that weren't quarantined hotels.
It's ridiculous, and no one's talking about it. That's the craziest thing. Like, I keep scratching my head, being like, "Am I stupid? Is this not really a big story?"
Yeah.
But to me, this is America's done. So now we're in the post-American era. It's time to start thinking of solutions of how we're going to survive it. Because I don't know. The rumor is $80,000 per head, and that actually makes a lot of sense because when you think about it, you think about each person. You think about they're getting a plane ticket or a bus ticket. They're getting a debit card. Obviously, they're drivers.
So
they're driving people around.
that
hotels.
hasn't been proven yet, though. Did y'all prove that?
What, the 80,000 a head?
No, that they're getting a debit card.
No, but I mean, with everything that's with everything, I mean, how are they going to not give them a debit card? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agreed.
So when you think about the logistics of this, of how you're going to get these people that have nothing into the system, then you would think. Actually, I think about 40 grand a head is probably the right number.
Yeah.
But it's government spending, which is twice the price. So I think 80,000 a head is probably close to accurate. And I did that math. If you got 1,000 people a day in McAllen, which when I was there, I think that's a very fair thing to say because it's a nonstop flow.
Yeah.
It's like 80 million or 800 million. I can't remember. You're better at math. But
it was 800,000.
80,000 a head times 1,000.
Yeah, and then that's
80 million.
80 million.
And that's a day in McAllen alone. And that's just getting them in. And then once they get in, they're going to get on the system. They're going to get welfare cards, which is probably another, 30, 40,000 a year on the welfare system. So it's just, we're not.
Now, I've heard competing things about that, though, like the fact that they're not citizens, that they're not able to actually get on the welfare system. Well, I don't know. I haven't actually looked this up, but.
Well, sure, but that's all changing. And actually, that's been, I get a lot of this information from Ann Coulter, who's like the expert on the whole immigration thing and everything. But that's one of the biggest problems with the immigration laws is that once you're in, because of the amnesty and all that stuff. So.
Well, because basically we got to the airport today, and we were asking. It was some woman and her child. They were coming through, and we had like a translator talking to her and stuff. And she let us in her envelope, and we got to see everything that was in there. And there was, it was like they had their passports in there. Which I even asked them. I was like, "Did y'all just recently get these passports?" And she was like, "No, but they looked brand new." I'll have to go back and look at the footage because she showed the picture and it has an issue date on there, I believe. And then they have, like records, basically like showing their name. It kind of looks like a temporary ID, like what you would get if you if you go get a driver's license, like they give you the paper one.
Right.
And then there was a piece of paper in there that was completely in Spanish. But it was basically telling them their legal rights and like what's going to happen beyond here. They're like in 10 days. And also in this envelope is a plane ticket, and they get to pick where they're going. They just have to say that they have some sort of family member wherever they're going. And we asked her too. We were like, so who are you going to stay with? She's like, my cousin. We're like, oh, how long have you, when's the last time you talked to your cousin? She was like, yesterday. And then we were like, well, when before that? She's like, oh, I'd never talked to her.
Yeah.
So, okay. But then on that paper that was saying their rights, it was basically that they have to go find and get in touch with the court to set up their immigration court date in 10 days, within 10 days. And it kind of made it seem like on the paperwork, like after they get settled in. So it's kind of like a loose 10 days. And then went over the deportation process if that happens.
What they don't realize is they're coming into the biggest shit show on earth right now. The United States is going to be a fucking war zone. Yeah. They think they're coming into the land of milk and honey. I mean, it's like I wish I could go to like Switzerland or Sweden. I don't want to go to Sweden, but Switzerland I wouldn't mind going to. But I can't. And if I could, if they all of a sudden open the gates up and let us all in, then it's guaranteed Switzerland's going to turn into a fucking shithole. I mean, you got to take care of your place. It's like your home. There's no difference. There's no difference.
But then you got to think about, like, because this woman in particular, she was saying that basically the gangs have gotten, because she was from El Salvador, and she was basically saying that, like, the gangs have gotten so bad out there, this and that she was basically leaving because her baby's father was tied in with the gangs, and he must have done something to where now the gangs are threatening to kill her and the baby, so she was leaving. Now, I'm not saying this happened, but I just try to think about
That sucks.
each possible thing. Like if that's the truth, it's like fuck, that's crazy. But it's like, okay, how did we get to that point? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows that.
Exactly. And if someone knocked on your door in the middle of the night and told you that story, would you just let them in?
Right.
No, I'd feel bad. I might even talk about it. I might even stay up that night and not be able to sleep or something like that. But I'm sorry. You know?
I don't think we should not let people in. I just think the way that it's
Let them in legally. Period.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be, because what America's doing right now is basically enticing.
I want to go there now. I want to go to Honduras now. You know what? I bet you Honduras is going to be the place in 10 years.
If it's just empty beach land.
That's probably what they're doing. They're probably clearing out that area so that they can turn it in.
Gentrifying fucking Honduras.
Exactly, right.
Holy shit.
And what do you got to do? You got to get rid of all the poor people and clear them out, and then just bring them to America so you can break America, and then all the rich people can start setting up
I think
$1 million
the biggest
homes in
problem
Honduras.
though with the entire immigration thing is that the U.S. basically has a billboard on their border. It's like enticing these people to make this dangerous fucking journey with all these fucking kids that don't know what the fuck's going on. All these women are getting raped along the way. They're like, people are getting killed. People, I mean, there is a lot of backhanded shit happening as well. I mean, not that that's not fucking backhanded. I mean, that is.
Yeah.
But it's like these people are being used as political pawns, and it's like when you see the kids going through this, man, that shit is heartbreaking. That shit's heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things in life that's heartbreaking, and that's how Americans are being destroyed, because we're weak and we're overly compassionate. That's how they're doing this. They're saying, "Oh, look at this. Just fall on your knees and cry and fucking get fucked," That's what it is, "Oh, feel bad." Eat a dick, No, I'm sorry. It's like the world is always going to have people suffering. Everyone suffers, in fact. I suffer, you suffer, everyone suffers to varying degrees. Some would even argue that we God gives us all the suffering that we can handle. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to allow emotions I'm not going to make decisions based on emotions. And that's what everyone's doing right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's just saying, well, maybe we should die. Maybe we should just fall on our knees and eat shit.
Maybe that's the general public, is probably because you're right. What we are seeing is a lot of like emotion-driven shit behind it, but the people that are
it's getting people elected on these ideas that they're going to serve.
But that's the main point.
It's
driving
not an industry.
Those
in the
people
wake
though.
of it,
Those people are not playing on emotion. They're playing to get themselves in a fucking office. They're playing politics. Like, this entire thing does not need to be a political fucking thing. Like, on a lot of points,
but it is. The entire
points
thing
you're making
is a political thing. You know what
because
I mean?
it's
like you said. It's not because this woman and her child are having a horrible life. It's what you said. It's what led up to that.
Mm-hmm.
What caused that problem? There's a lot of shady shit going on. You want to get really conspiratorial? This is a little dark. But I won't do a report on this because I don't see the point. But this is a great opportunity to talk about it. I always go back to this. I'm a researcher. That's what I've been. That's how I got this job. That's why I do what I do. I obsess. And in my research, I always get to the same point. For 15 years, I always get to cataclysm. Every subject I study ends in cataclysm. No matter what I try to avoid it, I can't. And it just recently came back to it. And once again, when you look at the latest science I'm seeing, which is some of the best I've seen, is basically describing the cataclysm as a solar nova, not a supernova, a solar nova, meaning it pulses, just like the sunspot cycle. And this is all based on...
You said the universe?
Earth.
Oh, the
Earth.
Sun.
Okay. The sun. This is based on the sunspot cycle, which is an 11-year cycle, and the Gleichberg cycle and stuff like that. And basically the idea is that every 12,000 years, and this is extremely... backed up if you look into like alternative science. Joe Rogan show gets into this stuff all the time. But every 12,000 years, there's a solar nova. It doesn't destroy the Earth, but it wipes out civilizations. It wipes out the majority of humanity. And if you look at the map of the Earth, it doesn't matter if it's a flat Earth map or a solar or a globe Earth map. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's the equatorial line, which is one you would think that's not the place you want to be, but that's the place, if you want to survive it, that's the place you want to be in this kind of event, because it's the first place that's going to thaw. It's the first place that's going to recover is the equatorial plane. Everything else is going to be an ice age for a while. So you'd have to be underground on the equatorial plane, but you could actually survive it and come out. And so it's when you look at the cataclysm idea, it explains all of global warming. Because basically what it does is it shows that, yes, we're on a cyclical event, a climate event, and everything's changing in the climate. And so certain people in the know this, and so they're just taking advantage of it and spinning this lie to make money, because that's all global warming is. It's a way to tax people and make money. That way they can liquidate their human property, turn it into money, and then get where are all these immigrants coming from? They're coming from the equator, from the equatorial plane, all that area. They're emptying that area out and throwing them into the other areas so that they can then occupy these areas, build their underground bases, and survive it.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
Isn't it nuts?
No, because I mean, it weirdly fucking makes sense, because I mean that's what they're doing to basically everywhere that stands
on the Africa.
Like they're just
Middle East,
gentrifying all this shit and
The
just taking
Bushes
over
bought up all
of
the
it.
natural water down in
Who did?
South America. The Bush family.
Yeah, the Bush family in Paraguay.
Yeah, in Paraguay.
Yeah.
Bought up all the natural water sources.
I think they're the biggest landowners in
Private-
Paraguay right now.
Yeah, private ownership of the
The
they
Queen of
sell
England
this land.
also. Yeah.
They sell this water off to like be bottled and shit, and the Bushes control the shit.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And it also explains why you can convince people to go along. Because if you told everyone and you actually could show them evidence, look, we're all fucked. You know, I'm sorry, and the lie, we have to lie to these people because otherwise they'll freak out. And the only way we're going to survive as the human race is to do this in a controlled way. You know, sorry, we have to. And so everyone will go along with it. And then not only will they go along with it, but they'll think they're actually, like Bill Gates blocking out the sun. He probably actually thinks he is saving the world. You know what I mean? So
because I mean, if you
and the math that I'm seeing lately says about 27 years is the nova.
yeah.
And when you look at that time scale, it really explains everything we're seeing right now. It's like a mad rush to survive the nova.
We let Drew do the math around here, okay?
I know.
No, I don't know when the 12,000 years started. That's the problem.
Well, it's all based on the Gleisberg cycle. If anyone's interested in this, search on YouTube the Diebold Foundation or Diehold Foundation.
And you won't fucking find shit because it's fucking YouTube.
That's true.
I cannot believe, bro. I was so stoked. Like I was on my my Instagram stories and I was basically like, all right, I need fucking 9 more subscribers. Y'all start and just subscriber. Like I got to fucking. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now a few weeks ago they randomly took away like 700 watch hours from me, just out of fucking nowhere. Luckily, somebody put my my Andrew Callahan, who just started a new thing, Channel 5. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. The creator of All Gas No Brakes, Andrew Callahan. They posted his episode on Reddit, and apparently this fucking thing, the guy was a part of some big, I don't know how Reddit works, but it was some subreddit that had like 2.5 million followers. And people just started flooding in from that, man. So anybody that's subscribing through that, I appreciate y'all for fucking subscribing. Well,
let me interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Because this is important. I'm here because Drew needs subscribers at 21 The Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I've been on a 90-day healing detox diet, doing carnivore. The main thing is carnivore, so I'm allowed to have a night of smoking cigarettes. I don't want to. I'm here. I can't come here on the shit show and not smoke cigarettes.
Greg came to support his boy, man, and I
I'm
fucking
here
appreciate that.
So subscribe. And yeah.
No, bro, I definitely appreciate you coming through because shit, I think it was the last shit show we did is actually like my 3rd top video.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was like just a straight up shit show. That was good.
It was a total shit show. Yeah. Like we had a camera right here that was too red.
That was White Russian night.
Yeah, that was White Russian night. Yeah, we had fucking White Russians that night.
That was a good night.
Yeah. Bro, those White Russians had me fucking gone, bro. Like that shit was like, and then I made them. I think I made them like a few days later.
Yeah.
And like the first one was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
man.
that's how it
and
is.
Then, and then I'm gonna make this one stronger. And then I made that one, and it fucking set me off. And I can't even look at a White Russian.
It's like a proper martini. If you have a proper martini, just like a proper White Russian, you're probably good with
Is
just
it
one.
Are martinis gin?
No more than 2. I think a better martini's gin. In my opinion, a Bombay Sapphire is a proper.
I'm not a fan of gin.
I like gin when it comes to a martini. Well, straight gin in a martini, I like.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of olives too much either.
You know, I thought of a story on the theme of the podcast, your passing of your brother. It reminds me of a good friend. I was there for a friend of mine who died young, died in his 30s. I was a bandmate of mine, a good friend of mine, artist. He was a turntablist, really good scratcher. And he was a really good one of the most talented artists I knew. And he was on a diet. He was born with fucked up lungs or kidneys. I'm sorry. So he was like on a dialysis machine in his 30s in his home. And so I was there for, like hanging out with him in his last few days. And what I remember the most about his death was he, like I said, one of the most talented artists I knew. Great guy. Also a graffiti artist. Really talented kid. And as far as canvas paintings, he was always busy doing canvas paintings, but he'd never finished them. And he'd work on a painting for like 3 years, and then he would never finish them. What he'd do is he would get to a point where he would then black out the whole thing and start from scratch. So it was kind of like a joke with him all the time. Every time he would hang out at Jay's house, you know, doing whatever, and you'd see something up on an easel, you'd be like, "Oh, when you know, is that one done?" That was a joke. Is that one done? Because he never finished shit. And the night before he died, he lived in a building in Cleveland with a bunch of other artists, and the story was, I didn't see it, but I had a lot of friends that were in that building. But the night he died, he apparently was going door to door, showing off a painting that he finished, and it was the first time anyone ever remembered him finishing it. But he was like knocking on the door, and they'd open it, and he's all wide-eyed. He's like, "Check it out! I just finished it, you know? Isn't it great?" And he just made his rounds.
Yeah.
And everyone was kind of like tripping out, like, "Wow, Jay!" And then the next morning, he was dead. You know?
Damn, for real?
Yeah. So I mean, I thought that was a beautiful story, though. That was the best story from Jay. Was he finished that painting? You know, he finally. It was like there's something beautiful to that.
And then he came around and like showed all y'all.
Showed
Damn,
everyone,
man.
Yeah. It's like he knew, you know.
Yeah.
And he was more than that. It was like he was ready.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't ready before that. That was the hardest thing about Jay. He knew he was dying, and he was like, I sat there with him many times. He would be crying, and you know, this like 33-year-old healthy, talented guy being like, "I don't want to die," you know. But we all go there.
Bro, it's like death is going around right now, man.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's just fucking sad as fuck, bro. The great thing about what makes me not feel good. So anytime I would go back home, like if I had any free time, 95% of those times, like I would just go by Chato's house, or we would somehow link at some point. The last time I saw Chato, I had a little bit of free time, and I didn't call him or nothing. I just drove over there just to see if he was there, and he was outside with his next door neighbor Arroyo, who used to work with us and shit, and they were just chopping it up. We were actually talking about Rudy's barbecue sauce, which we have on the way for a little while, and then just so happened I had a 12-pack of like barely cold beer, and Arroyo had went inside, and I was like, "Hey, Chato, you want a beer?" He's like, "You fucking know it." And so we're just sitting out there on the back of his truck, man. We killed like 3 beers apiece, and usually every time I would go kick it with Chato, man, I would shoot some sort of selfie or some sort of video. This one I didn't, man. I feel terrible about that, but
Maybe that was the special moment for you and him. You know,
yeah,
it was like,
just to fucking chill and not worry about it, man. And fuck, that shit fucking. And it's so crazy, bro, because it's like we had did a live stream a little bit before that, and we had talked about Corona for a little bit, and it was just
before
like,
he got diagnosed with
yeah,
it.
and
Crazy.
yeah, man, and shit. Fucking Chato. Anyways, but yeah. Hey, so let's go to these comments real quick. God bless you, Marcos. Oh yeah, as we're talking about coronavirus, let's just start sneezing all over the fucking place.
I got my medicine.
See, bro, you got your hands
I got
full.
my medicine.
Greg, you remember that day? There was like cedar was like ultra super high, like even on the fucking like
Cedar pollen?
yeah, cedar pollen. It was
It
high,
didn't affect me, but I remember everyone else was.
but I sneezed like
Yeah, I
100
remember.
times
I
within
kept telling you
like,
to take pollen block.
bro. I was just This was the craziest fuck. I've never sneezed this fucking much. It kind of feels good to sneeze.
Oh, it feels great to sneeze.
But when you do it like
No.
chew,
Yeah,
chew,
yeah.
chew,
It
oh
sucks then.
my
Yeah, yeah.
god, I was like, I cannot stop it. I can't fucking stop
It'd be
it.
like orgasms are great too, but I bet if you just had nonstop orgasms, eventually it would
There
suck.
was this show. I can't remember what the show was. It was some TLC type show. But it was like she couldn't stop having
Yeah,
orgasms.
it would be a pain in the ass after a while.
Yeah, that's what she was like. She's like, this fucking sucks. Like, damn it, man. When you get to that point, it's like, son of a bitch, man.
I read a thing about a doctor saying that if he could get someone to sneeze right when they orgasm, that they might lose their mind.
I could believe that, bro.
I would like to sneeze and have an orgasm at the same time. Actually, that would be.
That
fucking
shit's just
awesome.
gonna
hard is
shoot.
that?
If I can
How
do
hard
it,
is
I
that
would
shit?
fall in love immediately. I think if that happened.
Bro.
I had a friend. You know that thing where you can't get rid of an erection? I can't remember what it's called, but a friend of mine had that. He had to go to the doctor.
Is that rigor mortis?
Cialis.
Yeah.
It's called Cialis. Like Blue Chew.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Having a hard time getting hard.
Well, what was it? What was it? It was because I did that Blue Chew. What was it? The easy way to get hard or something? It's crazy, man. No,
Come on, guys.
No, it was
Sponsor us.
all
Sponsor
natural.
us.
I don't know how it happens. There's a name for it. I remember he had to go to the doctor. I think they stuck a needle in him or something.
oh my gosh.
I'd have just waited it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just it's gonna
It's
go
like
away.
if your
It's gonna go
erection
away
lasts more than
eventually.
4 hours, call more ladies.
Everybody does that joke.
That does have to be a fucking nightmare. Don't shit on my joke, Marcos.
That's everybody's
That's
joke.
for fucking Ricky Bobby.
That's like the fucking lot lizards. That's for everybody, bro.
Yeah, see, I don't know what the lot lizards are. So shit on you,
That's
Marcos.
the truckers' dating pool, you know.
What is
right
it?
outside in the lot. The lot lizards.
Oh.
Trucker lingo.
They're for everybody.
Yeah, Marcos knows all the trucker lingo. Like
He's got a
so
CB
good
in
at
his
this.
car.
Yeah.
See Robbie?
He's just riding around talking to truckers all day. Y'all find any lot lizards out there? Over.
Ratchet ass on the left.
10-4.
About
good
2
buddy.
clicks.
That was a thing. That was a thing in the 70s. I was too young for it, but people older than me up in the Midwest, like during this, because I grew up with Smokey and the Bandit movies and shit like that,
Yeah.
trucker movies. But like apparently in the 70s, the high school kids were like CBs and trucker lingo. That was the big thing because of all that.
Hey,
The good old days.
So, hey, Marcos, bring up those comments over here, bro. I want to go through some of these comments real quick. I'm being pressured by quality control to check my comments.
I'd be curious actually, since we have some viewers, potential viewers, if there's any potential. I know this is off subject, so if you want to,
No, go ahead.
But if there's anyone out there from like small town Texas, where like it's cool and like everyone's cool and no one's freaking out about the masks and shit, people like guns. I want to know what town that is. Yeah, I am the pissed off Buddha.
All right, scroll up real quick. Scroll all the way to the top. Let's see what's going on. Fucking Chato. Fucking Hector. Fucking Mid-City Digital. What up? G-Dog-E. Good day from the land down under. The bloody Aussies. The new intro jams. I appreciate that, Sunshine. I can't really, I don't think I can use that song in particular, but I had to play some H-Town shit for Chato coming in. Que onda, Bebo?
What was that H-Town shit? That was good. I like that.
I don't even know. I typed in a Houston.
When I move down to
copyright.
Beaumont, I'm going to be all about the H-Town
All
shit.
about the
I'm
H-Town
gonna have
shit,
sliders.
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sliders.
Fuck yeah.
What are sliders?
Fucking flip flops.
Oh, slides.
Slides.
Don't wear socks and slides.
He already got it wrong.
I'm gonna work from home,
got
so
it.
all I'm gonna have is socks and slides. You know,
Bro,
lounging around the house.
If you still had that fucking what was it, a Crown Vic? It wasn't a Crown Vic. It
oh
was
yeah, the Interceptor.
the Interceptor. Yeah.
Is
Bro,
that
you
is that a?
That's a Houston thing,
Oh,
bro. You
really?
could have slapped that bitch out easy,
Oh,
bro.
yeah?
Put some swangers on that bitch. Scroll down a little bit, Marcos. Shouts out to Emily Hernandez, Jake, Julian Saldana. Que onda, way? Fucking Julian. Raul slumming it with Drew. Yeah, that's how this shit goes on the shit show. Jesse, Chato love his crazy time in the backyard with you. Who is Jesse? His crazy is that one of Chato's yeah. I think that's one of Chato's
I think
that's one of Chato's kids, Jesse right here. He said, "Hey Drew, Chato loved his crazy time in the backyard with you." I don't know if his kids are watching or if I can talk about this, but you know what? If they're tuning into this, they know. So at one point, it was from the actual intro video where Chato was like, "You a hoe and shit." Oh, that's Jessica. Oh, this is Chato's wife. This is Chato's wife. Yo, I love you, Jessica. I love you, Jessica. Like, this shit is fucking. Thank you for fucking tuning in. Thank you for being so strong during this shit. I know this shit is fucking. I can't even imagine. But she's saying, so he loved his crazy time in the backyard with you. I went back there. That was in the intro video, and I was smoking weed back there. And Chato wasn't smoking weed. He worked in the plants at the time. But apparently, I think his kids had like heard or smelled the weed, and they're like, "It smells weird out there." And I told, and then I think Jessica like kicked me out high key.
The kid. That's translation. The kids are saying they're smoking weed out there.
Yeah. Basically, it's like we know. Can we go can we go hang out with Chato and Drew?
Oh no, it's nothing. It's nothing.
But then she said, every time you came up with a dumb idea, he was like, "I don't see why not." That's fucking Chato to the core, bro. Like, for real. Thank you again, Jessica, for tuning in, man. Chrissy Stevens, he was a great man.
I don't see why not. I like that. That's a nice,
bro,
optimistic
that was
outlook.
because you know how I am,
I
bro.
don't
I
see
was,
why
like,
not,
I was
yeah.
like, "Hey, bro, let's drink some beer." I don't see why not. Let's fucking do it. Fucking Chato, man. All right, Marco, let's take these off the screen for a little bit. We'll come back to those in just a little bit. What was okay? So what's your thoughts of why are you thinking of moving to Beaumont or Houston and shit?
Well, I love Texas. I've moved all around. I've lived all around the world, and right now I just want to more than anything. Right now, I just want a community. I just want neighbors that I can hang out with. You know, I want neighbors that have. It's not even about politics at this point. It's about just fundamental principles. You know, like I would love to live in a neighborhood where all my neighbors basically don't want anyone fucking with them. you know?
Yeah. I just want to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah, and I want neighbors that feel the same way.
Yeah.
And I don't have that here in Austin. Austin's the opposite. Austin's as bad as Portland. Austin wants total, full Adler control, and the ones that don't are too, polite and quiet to do anything here.
Yeah.
So it's like and I guess I'm one of them. That's the weird thing is it's like, well, why don't you just stay and fight? Because fuck that. These people are fucking crazy. Bro, I just want to chill. I just want to go somewhere and chill.
It's like you can.
And what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? Like, it's over. Like you can't. It's overrun.
Because their
like
game is crooked.
Yeah.
And so the only way you're going to beat them at their game is getting crooked. And I'm not ready to do that yet. When that day comes, that day comes. But I still want to live a good life and work hard and
And to like the people that understand it like we do, like we know it's not necessarily submission, but it's like, what's the fucking point of even like arguing with people about it anymore? You know what I mean? It's like then you're just messing up your own fucking inner peace. Like you're getting mad about shit that's like.
I'd rather live in a neighborhood where these people are terrified to go to. That's what I want. I want to go to a neighborhood that these people think is a backwoods fucking shithole.
Oh, you want to go to the hood?
You want to go to Slab City,
you
bro?
Go to the hood, bro.
It's fucking lawless. You got people driving around on fucking coolers.
Coolers?
Yeah, bro, like rideable coolers, like just full of beer. They're just
Where is this?
It's
Slab City?
I think it's in California, but it's basically this. It's literally just some piece of like public land that a bunch of, honestly,
I think
a lot
I know
of
what you're
them,
talking
yeah.
about. Okay, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of those people are
I
like
like law.
pedophiles and shit.
I like law. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I want, so like the places I was checking out yesterday that I enjoyed. I'm not gonna say on the air because I'm already like the places I like. I'm thinking about moving. I'm already like, stay away.
Yeah.
But they were just like laid back, normal places. You know, good people living their lives.
I get mad when my neighbor says hi. I get mad, and I
used to. Go on. I'm sorry. I used to.
I got neighbors that are the same way. I think all of my neighbors are all like, "Leave me the fuck alone,
Yeah.
bro, and I'll leave you alone." But they're always cool. Like, I could pass this over the fence, and they would be like shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's.
And then he'd be like, "All right, leave me alone now."
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's it.
So I'll talk to you in another 6 months or so.
Yeah, if there's trouble, I'm there for you. But otherwise, then let's just pretend like we all got like a total privacy. you
Right.
know?
Yeah. It's like my neighbor across the street. Like we say what's up to each other, like when we see each other. But like other than that, we don't fucking talk. Like the only time he came up and talked to me is because there's like homeless. There's like a few homeless that live pretty close by. And I guess one of them was like staking out my fucking El Camino at one night. And like I went out to take the trash out that night. He was like, "Hey, bro, just a heads up. Like there's a guy coming around."
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That shit's cool.
And like my direct next door neighbor, like we say hi to each other, but it's like other than that, we've never talked.
Yeah.
Like we didn't talk about shit.
And I mean, I'm sure I could find that in Austin, but in the other sense, it's like why limit my,
Yeah.
It's like, because I mean, from what I saw in the past couple of days, I was like, wow, it's like there's life out there.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. When you go to if you go visit Beaumont and shit like that, either way you go out there, you're gonna pass a Buc-ee's, and even at those travel centers, like a lot of like all the workers are wearing them, of course, but it's like, they're not pressuring you or anything like that, but there are a lot of mask wearers because we're still so close to Austin.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get past that one, like the next one you'll see, like that's not a travel center. If you walk in there with the mask, they look at you like you're fucking stupid.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
it was fucking crazy the first time.
Here's a question, because I'm noticing also, like, I'm surprised at like how I can afford properties on the waterfront and stuff like that. Like, what's the worry of like hurricanes and shit down there?
I mean, shit. Like Harvey came. I wasn't living there for Harvey, and Harvey did a lot of damages in certain places. It's a lot of flood damage. Like if you're living like in Houston, in Kingswood, which is up there kind of close, like it's north Houston. They got flooded like a lot. Luckily, my sister's house was like the only house on a hill in that thing.
Yeah.
So it was like just a big ass moat around her, but like everything, all the
Elevation, something to look at, I guess.
yeah, all the electricity was out and shit like that, and
Well, that's the other thing too. Is like because I anticipate in the future we're going to be having some hard times, and I think the best way to survive it realistically, like for a while I was thinking off grid, but I'm not ready for off grid. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So the next best thing I think is like suburbia, because it's like as long as you have a community of people that get along, when shit gets hard, those people can come together and work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
that's and that's the main reason I want to find a community, is so that when shit gets bad, I can at least have like reasonable people around me instead of a bunch of weirdos.
There was
Eat your neighbor.
Right. I mean, I've been
your
thinking about
neighbor's
eating my
ass.
neighbor. I don't like that. I don't want to eat my neighbors. I want to like hang out and eat with my neighbors. That's what I want to do. I
but
want to barbecue with them.
when shit did go down with the fucking winter storm and all that shit, I was surprised to see quite a bit of people out helping and stuff like that. Like I was coming over a hill and had to get a tow from somebody.
Yeah.
And there was just good Samaritans
Well, that'll
out
happen.
there.
That'll happen
you know.
everywhere. That'll happen everywhere, I'm sure.
But no, I could definitely understand. And then plus, like I know you want to get some land with whatever you buy.
Yeah.
So actually, in Austin, that's tough.
Yeah,
like
it is
inside
tough.
of Austin.
And outside of Austin, I find it's very reasonable to get like 5 acres plus. you
Yeah.
know, and that and it's like at first I was thinking I want as many acres as possible, but realistically, like I said, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
So I'd be happy with 5 acres in a fucking community.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Imagine fucking.
Because 5 acres, you can grow some food on that shit. You can put a cow on that shit.
That's damn. You could.
If
put a
you
cow on that
moved
shit.
to Lubbock, you could live like a Saudi prince. In a desolate.
What was your
desert
opinion on Lubbock?
wasteland.
Last time we talked about Texas, Drew was smashing on Lubbock, but I've been looking at Lubbock.
I think
don't
I've
know.
only been to like. I don't think I've ever actually been in Lubbock.
You're saying property value is cheap there? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it
Very
should
cheap.
be.
Yeah.
But yeah, dirt cheap. Literally.
Dirt cheap.
Because go ahead and explain it, Marcos. Marcos is from Lubbock.
Dirt City.
Dirt
Dirt
City.
City Studios. The kids from Amarillo were Bomb City because they built weapons there at the Air Force Base, the Air Force whatever weapons facility, and they called us Dirt City because all we got was fucking dirt storms.
What's up with Amarillo?
Amarillo by morning.
It's a
I've
good
actually
song.
never been to Amarillo either.
Up from San Antonio.
Amarillo is listed as one of the #1 conservative places to live.
I could imagine. I could definitely imagine that.
Now, normally I would never look to live in the most conservative places, but I am now, and the only reason I'm doing it now is, like I said, this isn't political. It's just that's just a way of finding people that don't have their heads up their ass, these days. I mean,
I don't think all conservatives don't have their heads up.
no.
their
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I'm going to throw the dice on this,
asses. Okay, that's the way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it would be like going like from one end of the spectrum to the other.
right? I'm just
Right.
saying that with conservatives, you have a better chance of people that like guns and don't want to be fucked with by other people.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, and that's the main thing. And really, those go hand in hand. The First and the Second Amendment go hand in hand with the idea of just leave me alone. You know?
Yeah, let me do my own
Yeah,
fucking
you
thing.
go fuck with those people.
Because it's like,
Yes.
seriously. But it's like, those are some of the things, this is one of the things about, I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there.
Ooh, I'm curious.
I'm going to hold it back.
I'm curious.
Where the fuck is this barbecue? I'm ready to fucking eat.
Drew is holding back.
Yeah, I haven't eaten
Just
all
put the
day.
meat in your mouth, Drew.
Just put the meat in your mouth.
I take that back.
Some
Now
hold
that
it back.
now that y'all say that, I remember I had a hot dog today. I ate a hot dog.
I haven't eaten any. No, it's not true. I had a beef sausage.
A beef sausage. So we've all just been eating these. Oh, fucking Marcos. Here, I got you, bro.
Shit show.
Yeah, straight up, man. Shit.
I did a thing on my Facebook page. I said, like, does anyone live in a community of reasonable people? And I did this to research, and it was great. If anyone's interested in this type of information in the Texas or in any area, you can check out my Facebook page and find it. It's one of my. I keep referring to this thread in all my research because there's lots of great info.
Oh, just real quick. I'm at 999 subscribers. I need one more.
One more.
Yeah, so one of y'all subscribe
It could
right
be
now.
you.
It could be you. Number
You could be the
1,000
one.
could be you.
You.
All right. Anyways,
You could be the one.
go back, Greg.
Take us over the edge.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I don't know actually. I was just talking about
So you were talking about where if you're interested in this type of information.
Yeah, so I got it was a great thread and people are continually adding to it, but I'm noticing all over the country it's interesting. There seems to be pockets all over the country of reasonable people, but then again a lot of people are saying not in my neighborhood, my neighborhood's totally fucked. And other people are saying, yeah, my neighborhood's great, and it doesn't matter where. Some people all the way up north, some people all the way down south.
Can I show y'all a badass Twitter video?
Yeah.
Marcos, go to your put it on your camera shot too, so they can see you stressing out about working on this. Open up a new tab. Just type in Twitter. All right, don't show this on this screen yet, because I'm gonna go into my personal messages. All right, here we go.
Show your DMs.
Now go to my DMs.
Show them what I told you in your DMs.
Be careful.
You don't
now.
even know how to use Twitter,
Where's
Marcos.
your Twitter? Is this
Oh,
a
that's on 21. Oh yeah, but it's still on there. Yeah. Go to there. Okay, go to Drew. All right, and that tweet right there. Click the whole tweet.
Oh shit! Can I show this on the air?
Yeah. Click the whole tweet. No, don't. Click the whole tweet. All right, pause the video. Pause the video. All right, bring it back. All right, turn the sound on.
You guys like this?
Okay, now bring it over here.
We ready
Sounds
now.
on.
Don't.
Sounds on right here.
You got to make sure the sound's
Sounds
on.
on.
Bring it over here before you click play.
We about to play
And
this.
don't even play it yet once it's over here.
Oh,
Okay. Don't play it yet. Don't play it yet.
Wait.
Don't forget to hit the button that says don't play it yet.
No.
Don't click that yet. Hit the background with the 2-shot with the background. Now it's gonna be over your head.
oh.
All right, there we go. All right, now take it full screen. All right, is our audio good? Is our audio good?
It's on Greg's head. I think so. I don't know.
All right, put it full screen.
Let's see.
All right, press play. This is amazing. Oh my God, here we go. Yeah, still show my fucking DMs, you fucking cocksucker.
Please don't knock those together.
Holy shit!
Bobby, stop! Bobby, stop!
Why'd you stop it? It stopped. Press. All right, start it again. Have y'all ever seen Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah.
That's what this is right here.
Oh,
This
yeah,
dude is
it
fucking metal, bro.
Oh,
Pull it
man.
back to the beginning. We got to see it from the jump.
Please don't knock those together.
Please don't. knock
Why does it
these
keep
together.
stopping?
I don't know, man. This is awful.
What are you
This
pushing,
is
Marcos?
an awful experience. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Holy shit!
Bobby, stop!
Press play.
Bobby, stop.
Bobby, stop!
Bro, he stepped into the pool barefoot, clinked 2 fucking glass Bud Lights together. He chugs the one that's not broken. He just drops the rest of that in the pool. It's, woo!
This guy with his socks on is disturbing, though.
Holy shit!
Bobby, stop!
Bobby, stop. Bobby, keep going. These socks are disturbing.
All right,
me, bro. I know
when
like
you
these
click
socks.
play, don't leave your mouse, and when it stops, all you gotta do is click.
Just
Watch,
hit
watch,
play and,
click.
remove your
You
hands.
just moved it.
Please don't
You
knock those
suck,
together.
Marcos.
Move what?
This is a religion of failure.
Holy shit!
You got to download
I
it,
swear.
the video.
I gotta leave it
You
on
moved.
the plate.
You gotta leave it on the play, so when it stops, you
Oh.
can just click play again.
Oh. Okay.
All right, we're gonna show this fucking video. We're not gonna show this video.
I can't
Don't
see
knock
it.
those
Greg's
together.
head's in the way.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Bobby, stop.
Bobby, stop.
All right, Marco, stop.
Bobby.
Bobby, stop.
Bobby, stop. You're going to hurt
Yeah, this is
yourself.
the one.
Bobby, you're going to cut your feet.
It's,
You spacebar.
Bobby, you're gonna cut
see,
your feet
See
in
if
that
spacebar
pool.
works. See if spacebar works.
It doesn't. It does this. Watch.
Please
Oh,
don't knock those together.
it does.
Why don't you click the spacebar when it stops? Ah!
I do. I do.
Holy shit!
Yes, it was an ultimate failure. Y'all get.
Bobby, stop! Bobby, stop!
I could never do a Taj.0's type of show. There's no fucking way.
That was the best Steve Austin I've ever seen.
That was the best Steve Austin. X all the way out of this, Marcos.
the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there.
Bobby, don't.
Bobby, no.
Bobby, no.
Just
Bobby,
X out of
no,
X out of the entire. What the fuck are you doing?
Open up his DMs.
He's literally going through them,
Open up all. Let's go.
bro. If
at
you
me,
don't
look at me,
X
bro.
out of this
Look at
fucking.
me.
Oh,
Oh my god.
ah, you got me. You fucking got me.
It hurt me, bro. It hurt me watching you suffer. It hurt me watching you suffer, bro.
I'm like, bro, there's phone numbers. There's like all types of shit.
Crying.
This is the shit I send myself, so I know like what to talk about sometimes. And this motherfucker, it was worth
we were
it.
gonna get
We're at
taken off the
1,000
internet.
subscribers. We're at 1,000 fucking subscribers.
1,000. 1,000
Oh my
subscribers. 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, what a shit show. Where the fuck?
Oh my god, that was the best part.
Where? Yeah, that was great. That was great. I'm not even gonna lie. That one got me. I'm like,
You're
oh,
just
I'm like,
watching.
what? It's like you just keep doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're.
It's some shit. I said some awful shit to this dude, and I saw it go up on the screen.
Oh, you
and
saw
he
that
like-
one?
He was like, "Oh my god!" That would have gotten us taken off the.
Oh,
internet, bro.
I think the barbecue's
It was so
outside.
good.
I
Oh,
think
yeah?
it's been out there for
Fuck.
20 minutes. Put us on break real quick, Marcos. We'll be right back. We're gonna bring in the food. Welcome back to 21 the fucking shit show. One more shout out to my boy Chato. R.I.P. to my boy Chato. I'm gonna eat this fucking brisket in respect of him. Marcos, what'd you get?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Here you go.
You want some of this bread?
Yeah.
Huh? You gotta turn your mic on.
Greg don't want no bread.
You could probably leave it, bro. I don't think that thing's hitting it too hard.
Texas
I mean, it's
mukbang.
kind of hitting it. I was gonna be back here like all slurping dirt.
Greg, you love Rudy's.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So what's your diet right now, bro? I'm not even about to eat right now. I don't even know why I unwrapped this.
Meat.
Just pure meat.
Yeah.
I'm on a liquid diet.
Are you still doing one meal a day?
Yeah, 1 meal a day. Although today I had a little snack before, a couple hours ago, but it still applies.
Yeah, we're eating kind of late here tonight.
Yeah. But the carnivore diet, if you want to like make yourself healthy from some kind of sickness, look into the carnivore diet. That's kind of why after a 90-day carnivore, I'm going to go back down to keto and eat add some greens and veggies. But it's a very healthy.
What does keto restrict you from? Just like sugar and shit?
Yeah, no sugar, no bread. Like right now, I'm on a carnivore, which is meat only and meat products, so eggs, cheese.
Meat products?
You know, like things that meat makes.
From a cow?
Yeah.
Dead things. Dead things, Mikey.
What's your diet right now, Marcos?
Nothing good. Nothing good at all.
What's the last sugar you had, Greg?
Less sugar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, technically, I guess this whiskey I'm drinking.
Nah, it doesn't
But
count.
actual sugar, it's been over 40 days.
Like, have you ever been like a sweet tooth kind of guy?
Not really.
Yeah.
When I do go for the sweets, it's usually like chocolate or something.
Yeah. What's wrong, Marcos?
That means all that shit on the table is mine.
What shit? Oh, yeah. You got your banana pudding.
But my favorite is
What is this?
fat. Salty, savory, and fat. That's
You eating coleslaw, bro? You got a fucking pint of coleslaw? And this whole cup of pickles?
Hell yeah.
Oh, this sauce. Oh, they didn't even give us didn't we order a bottle of sauce?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck?
That's just in case.
When I was
Yeah.
on my
Just in
road trip,
case.
I searched the best barbecue in the Dallas area, and overwhelmingly the answer was Hutchison.
Yeah.
So I went there and got some. I was there late, like a half hour before they closed, so they were sold out of most. And they actually said, "Oh, too bad you came at this time." But I had the brisket and the chicken. It was great.
Hey, put your whole thing of brisket on top of that other thing of brisket, because that one's greasy as shit. This one, yeah.
That's what you said.
Fuck yeah.
Shit show.
Dude, we got a fucking 1,000 subscribers, man. Thank y'all again for fucking subscribing. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. We're going to try this entire process again. But man, I'm getting a lot of directives tonight. And my quality control must not know how much I hate directives. I really appreciate all the input, but there's directives. Can I see the bread bag? I need to put my bread away because my open bread is going to taste like cigarettes, which is probably true. Okay, I don't want that bread bag
need
anymore.
directives.
That bread bag looks bad. My quality control, Miss Sunshine.
Is the mukbang not loud enough? Is that it, Sunshine? Here.
Hey, what's...
Oh. Yeah.
Here, Marcos, you want this bread? I got a whole nother bag of bread over here.
That's some good brisket.
That's some cigarette bread right there. Enjoy. Sean, I was just joking with how rude I said it.
As a
he meant
Midwesterner who implanted himself into Texas I saw a movie.
What is?
Recently.
Did one of y'all get a gallon of beans?
Not me.
I thought it was a little
Gallon
one.
of beans.
You got a gallon of beans.
I thought it was a little one. I thought this coleslaw was little.
Oh, it was
too,
just a
but-
year ago. I saw the movie W about
Yes.
George W. Bush.
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch it because
Oliver
I'm
Stone.
Sure, I knew it was going to be just laden with propaganda and lies, but I finally watched it. Oliver Stone movie, not a bad movie. But my favorite part about it was when George W. ordered his Texas brisket. He asked for extra fatty with the burnt crispy ends, and I'm sorry, but that's the fucking way to do it. George W. knows the way to eat brisket. At least
don't
the character in the
apologize.
movie, at least the one in the Oliver Stone movie, because the fatty with the burnt ends, that's the shit.
I hate fatty brisket.
Oh man.
Hey,
What
will
about
you- will
burnt
you
ends,
turn me down just a little bit, Marcos?
What about the burnt ends though?
I like the burnt ends,
Okay.
but I do not like fatty meat. Period. It's like when I'm eating a steak, it's got to be a fillet. I can't do like a New York strip or a fucking ribeye. Like that shit's nasty as fuck to me. Hey, real quick. So, you guys know this too. When I get like handed a bunch of things, like if a bunch of shit is going on right now, and I just start getting like questions and stuff, like I just freak out for a
He
second.
goes into berserker mode almost.
Yeah, I go into like complete.
We're in
like,
danger almost.
So I do want to. This is a sincere apology. Give me this camera. This is a sincere apology to Sunshine. I'm sorry. I freaked out for a second. All right, back to the shit show. But no, dude. There's no way. There's no way I can almost. It's like Marcos has sauce all over his hands, just touching all the buttons.
I said shit show and push the button, and neither one happened.
What were we saying right before that?
I was gonna say,
Oh yeah.
if you've never had Texas barbecue, you're missing out. Because Texas, specifically the brisket, it's really all you need. It's the one major food group.
Brisket, yeah, bro. Brisket is the tits of barbecue.
And I understand our quality control makes some really good brisket as well,
Oh,
which
bro.
I've yet to have.
It's very different, like from this type of brisket. Like it's like stringy meat. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's baked, and it's
Which
very
is why I like it,
seasoned.
because it sounds like something I could do myself. And
Oh my gosh, bro, it's so good. Like my favorite thing used to be pot roast until I had this.
Really?
Yeah, and that's one of the the meat dishes
So it's
that
like
I
a
would
tender-
prefer. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. It's super tender, like melt in your mouth. Like you basically just get a fucking brisket, you season that bitch up, and you throw it in the oven, and you just let it chill.
slow cook it.
Yeah, you just slow cook that bitch to where once you pull it out, you just with some forks and just spread it out, put it on some tortillas. Like it's fucking, that's tits, bro. Oh, I did. Guess what I did today? I got a titty on camera. I got a titty on camera.
Your titty?
No, it wasn't my titty. Not this time. But it wasn't. This titty will never be seen because we were talking to the migrant
What's the
woman.
point of getting a titty on camera if a titty's never
I
been
know, but I wouldn't
Go
do
on.
it. It's not moral. But the migrant lady that was coming by and had her kid with her, we're sitting down talking to her, and then she like just pulls out her titty to breastfeed her kid, and it's like, yo, I have this camera pointed at you. It's like, what the hell? And then she wound up giving the kid a bottle while she's like sitting with her titty out, and I'm just like, oh my god, I was like, we can't use any of this
And
footage.
she didn't put her titty back in?
No, she wound up putting her titty back in, but she was just like, but you got to think like in these countries that they're coming from, man, it's like that's no big deal.
Well, I mean, and I don't think it should be a big deal.
No, it shouldn't be.
But
a
what
big
I'm
deal.
curious, was it a cute looking titty or?
It was a nice titty. Most titties are great titties.
I think
Mommy
so.
titties are
I think
some of
most
the
people
best
would agree with
titties.
that. I think
it was a nice
Mommy
titty.
titties are some of the best
most
titties on earth.
people like
Yeah.
most titties.
And she was probably like in her early.
We've talked
20s.
about this before on the 21 the podcast.
What?
Titties and how everyone loves titties.
On 21 the
Boys,
podcast,
girls,
did
men,
we
women,
talk
I
about
mean, titties are
titties? I
beyond-
don't know.
Yeah, titties are beyond negative influence.
Yeah, it's like flowers.
They bring happiness and joy.
They
They're
were
more
literally-
than flowers.
It was
I don't
literally
really give a
nourishing
shit about
child.
flowers.
It was literally nourishing a child at
Yeah.
that point.
Exactly.
And then, but then she took her off it and gave her a bottle. She was like, hey, "You got to chill out, kid. I'm doing an interview."
She was proud. She was proud.
Yeah, she was just like, well, "You got enough, man." But yeah, I got that titty on camera today. That was crazy.
That's like National Geographic photography.
Yeah. But, damn it, yes. That's crazy. Those titties used to be crazy too, man. Like
National Geographic.
A titty in the wild.
yeah, a wild titty.
I'm old
Titty in the
enough
wild.
to know about the nudie National Geographic magazines.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. We had those shits too, bro. You know what? They were yellow.
Yep.
The yellow borders, and then
Yep.
they would have like some woman carrying like a bowl on her head. It was like you could throw that in that bucket over there too if that's trash. But yeah, you flip through those. There's some swangers in there. There's some definite swangers. Nah, that shit was fucking nuts, bro. So, what's your next endeavor, Greg? What smells like that? Something's on fire. No, never mind.
I kind of want to do a numbers thing. A report on the numbers of the money that's being blown on all these, on this immigrant pipeline, but I don't really have the facts on that, so I'd have to do a speculation thing. But there's got to be
somewhere where you can find this. I don't know, bro. I think they're keeping that information under
Oh, yeah.
tight fucking.
But it's all taxpayer money. I mean, we know that. I mean, it's not like where else does the money come from? It's all taxpayer dollars. Government doesn't just make money; it comes from the taxpayer. So,
And then there was a there was a number thrown around, and it seemed pretty conservative that it was like $300,000 per day in one of these facilities that
that
they're
seems
like
pretty conservative. Yeah.
running through them in, which is basically it was this Catholic church. Okay, there's another big problem with this. I'll get to that in a second. But it was a Catholic church, right? And that was basically their cost for housing these people, like per day, like meals.
300 grand
300 grand
in McAllen.
Yes. And the thing is, it's like, where is that money coming from? Like because this church, this wasn't like a Joel Osteen church, like that was, hosted in the Summit in Houston.
Yeah.
This was just like on the corner of a border town in fucking Texas.
Yeah.
So that thing's weird. What I really felt.
Well, that's Endeavor, I think.
Endeavor, yeah. I heard this name, and I don't even know what that's coming from.
I gotta look into this more, yeah. But that's who's running all these Catholic charity things. And
the biggest bullshit I saw, and it really pissed me off. There was this lady, little short lady, and she was basically the one that's organizing, and telling people where to go and shit through this Catholic church. You know what I mean? And it's like all the people that actually work at the church, you could tell who they were.
Yeah.
There was like sisters that worked there, and there was like church going people. But this lady, on 3 of her 4 limbs, both of her legs and one of her arms, she had Santa Muerte on there, like big ass tattoos of the Saint of Death, which is a lot of times the symbol of Santa Muerte.
Flaca.
Yeah, is put with like these cartels and
this is a woman who's running the Catholic
Yes.
charity thing.
Well, that's facilitating the movement of these.
What did she
people.
look like aside from the did she look like a thug or something? I mean,
No, she
the way
didn't
you're
look like a
describing
thug.
it, that
She-
sounds weird.
But you know how you could look at somebody and it's like I know this person is kind of shady.
yeah, you don't normally see like a nun or a
No. She was bro. She was a little manly. Like she could hold her own. She was short, kind of stocky.
So she wasn't a nun.
No. She was like, bro. It was like there was people that weren't with the church that are just driving these people around. They're bringing all these people to the different facilities.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
And it was even weirder because I saw her at like all 3 points of these, like from the center where they check in to the church and the airport. I saw her at both places, all 3 places. And when I saw her at the airport, she didn't see me at first because another person that we're there filming with, like, she recognizes him and is like, fuck that, we're not talking to him, this and that. But she didn't recognize me yet. And I'm sitting there filming her, and she's holding a baby. And she's talking about, oh, this is my baby, this and that. Like in Spanish, she's telling the translator, one we had with us, like, this is my baby, and this and that. I'm sending them with there. And I'm like, and then once I'm like looking at her and she sees that our other guy's here with us, she's like, oh, I'm just joking. Like, this is the mother, this and that. And like, she just passed it off to like the lady, the other lady that was behind her. And like, the lady just like grabs the baby and is like, what the fuck? Like this ain't my baby.
That's weird,
bro. It was super weird. But like I said, Santa Muerte and is associated with like human trafficking, fucking drug cartels, like all this shit. And it's like you're the one that's taking all these people to the Catholic Church and like really telling these people where to go. Because when she gets them in the door, she's just like, just go that way. That's all she says. Just go that way. You'll figure it out. And it's like, oh, this is
Tim
kind of weird.
posted something on Facebook that he overheard some guy talking to this woman about like he wants to go in and choose the single mothers.
Oh yes. So we're sitting outside the church facility where they're basically processing these people who are waiting to get picked up and taken to the
And this
airport.
is the respite center that's just down the street from the COVID testing place, right? Like
right across the street from the
15th
bus
Street.
stop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And so we're sitting out there, and we had wound up stopping some people that were taking kids in the back, like throwing them in the back of a hatchback car with no car seats and shit like that. We stopped them, and then the people I was with stopped them, and then so I'm out there waiting to film, like, you know, people being, you know, taken out and put into these cars and stuff, and they just would not come out. They just like they stopped coming out.
Yeah.
So there was a guy there waiting to pick people up. And he comes over and starts talking to us. It's basically like, well, the shit's going to happen anyways. We might as well benefit from it and this and that. And he just keeps talking like nobody's really paying. First off, this guy's bald, right? And he has like a fade tattooed on his head. Like he's an older white guy, like with this type of shit. So it,
damn.
yeah. So it was like, it was really, he was an odd looking
What do you
guy.
mean a fade tattooed on his bald head?
Like a bald, like he had like a line, like an edge up and shit, like tattooed on there.
That's
But it was
weird.
But it was very
tattooed
faint.
eyebrows is kind of like close to like you can get away with some good tattooed eyebrows, but like a whole head of a fade.
Well, it wasn't just like, it wasn't hard. It was actually pretty subtle. It was like I had to look at it for a few seconds, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's tattooed. But he also like he just kind of looked like a hippie. Like he had like these fucking hiking sandals on with no socks, and he's just over there talking to us. He's just like he's like, yeah, we might as well benefit from it, whatever. And basically, he was saying that he owns a restaurant, and he goes into these facilities to pick people up. But he basically he says that he gets to go in these facilities and handpick these women to go work at his restaurant. And he usually goes for the single women with kids. Because, I mean, there's a lot of obvious reasons why you would go that way if you're a predator.
Right.
And it was just super fucking creepy. And it's like, what do you mean? You just get
Because then they're like his slaves.
Yeah.
Because then they're stuck in this country with their kid, and they have really no choice but to listen to this shithole fucking employer that they have.
And the way he's
and it's better than
describing
what
it-
it was back home, because at least they're not being hunted down by the cartels, you know?
But it's like the way he's describing it was just like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this. But it's like, dude, there's no way you're going in here handpicking these women to work at your restaurant. And
That's because our government's
Not
totally
doing some
crooked
weird
too,
shit.
you know? So he's right. He's like, hey, man, there's no one here. There's no adults here. It's
Yeah.
all crooks. So
Yeah.
so we might as well get a piece of the action, you know?
the craziest thing I think about the whole child seat thing, that was like stop the car from them pulling out with a bunch of car seats, was that the cops had just pulled somebody over at the intersection, and then like people started from our intersection was like, we need police. So whoever got pulled over, you're fucking welcome. They just let that guy fucking go.
But they pulled someone over when you guys got the cops. You
Yeah.
pulled the cops away from someone else.
Yeah. And so
Good.
the cops came over there, and then they're like, and then everybody that's with us was basically like, you know, they're in there without seatbelts, this and that. And the cops walking up, he's just like, oh, they don't have seatbelts. Okay. And it's like, oh, thank God they're not telling us they're smuggling people over here, because that
Yeah.
would be a real big problem.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, man? It was a very odd
That's very weird
scenario.
Yeah, and what's weird is that no one's covering it.
Nobody's talking about it, man.
They're just talking about kids in cages, which is bullshit, partisan, emotional crap. No, you know, that's avoiding the real story. The more people talk about, the more even Ted Cruz, the more so-called good guys talk about this kids in cages bullshit and ignore the real problem, which is this pipeline. I mean, like I said, I am I stupid? Is it not a huge story? I mean,
And then they have all these. It's just,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
We're we're fucked, and there's nothing we can do about it. And well, there is, but we're obviously not willing to do it. So it's just a slow motion demise into.
Well, I don't think there's an
cyberpunk.
easy answer, bro. Like we were sitting there, like talking about it.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like,
no easy answer.
There's no.
No, there's no easy answer. It's destined to a mess. And so the smartest thing anyone could do right now is prepare for that mess, and that's why I'm looking for a neighborhood of decent people, so that when the shit show comes, at least I'm surrounded by people that I can depend on. You know.
Yeah. Greg, you've been a little somber lately, like more realist, little like more serious about everything that's going on. What's something that's happened to you recently that's been hilarious?
Oh, that's been hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I know it's a lot to think of because you hang out with me all the time.
And I have been somber lately. I've been through like a transition. So what's been hilarious? Oh man. There was the funny story I told you before we went on air, which I'm not going to talk about online.
Oh yeah.
Let me think about that one.
We'll circle back around.
Yeah,
What about
circle
you,
back
Marcos?
around.
Marcos is over here forking the shit out of this turkey.
See, shit show.
Just leave it up, bro. Just leave it up.
I can't.
Just leave
you
it
know
up.
I can't. You know I can't.
Just leave it up, bro. Fuck it.
You know I can't get it up all
It's
the
a
time.
shit. Okay,
Drew,
everybody
way,
listen.
Way to calm me
Everybody listen. I have the AC on.
Oh.
If you hear a little buzz, it's the fucking AC. It's a shit show, fellas. Doesn't fucking matter. Nothing matters.
I noticed you have a third sure.
A third what?
Sure.
Sure. Oh yeah.
yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Yeah. I've regretted it ever since.
He was making me turn it down, and he's like, "Why are you turning it down? Turn it up,
Bro,
And
just-
then off the screen, he's like, "Turn your shit off, dude. Don't
I think
say
Marcos
anything."
is gonna start a revolution against me at some point.
It's brewing, bro.
He's got all the
You
power.
can't
over
silence
He
me,
has
Drew.
all the power.
I will say whatever I want.
God damn it. God damn it.
there. I'm gonna go get another Topo Chico, and on the way, I'm gonna think about something funny.
Bet that. Marcos.
You should have done that when I did all my A material just there. Like I was already ramping it up over here. I am forking this turkey.
You're forking the shit out of that
This
turkey.
turkey is like that one spread eagle turkey that you come home to, and it's like facing out, and it's got all this stuff dripping out of it, and it's like turkey for all your viewers at home.
For all your viewing
I'm
pleasure.
making a simulated flesh tunnel. Turkey, where you open it up and there's dressing all inside and all the stuff in there, and then it's like, and then you stuff it.
Bro, have you ever had a turducken?
No, I would totally eat that shit out of that though.
Fuck that, bro. Duck's gross.
Yeah, I'll agree. I had a homie one time who roped a duck at the park one time.
Like lassoed
Because
it?
we were hungry, yeah, and he could lasso, and he took the fucking rope down and was like, "I'm hungry," and he had no money, and we were over here eating Taco Bell, like, "Man, I'm sorry, here, have a chip," and he's like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna get a big ass meal," and he just left, took his rope, came back with a duck, fucking stripped that bitch in the fucking kitchen and made the whole house smell like the fucking mud pond down the street that he got the
What
duck from.
fuck?
It was so awful, dude.
Who just goes out and is like,
It
I'm
was
going to go
awful.
catch a duck for dinner?
They're there. They're at the park.
With a
Are you talking about a
lasso.
They're there
Canadian
for
duck or
taking.
what-
I don't
No,
know.
this is like a West Texas duck, bro.
Gross.
This is
Like a black duck or a big
dirty
old-
ass duck. Well, in migration.
Dirty ass duck.
It's a duck from somewhere. They migrate.
I mean, how bad
stop
can it
off
be?
in West
You know,
Texas?
the Chinese eat them.
Yeah, they're fucking gross. to
You
me.
got to do them right.
Have you eaten
I've never
duck?
eaten a duck. No,
Yeah, it's fucking, I don't know.
they're
It's a
greasy. I understand.
It's a little gamey.
I always wondered, like the Canadian geese. I grew up in Cleveland and up north, and there's always
Well,
Canadian.
now we're talking
geese.
about goose.
goose.
Yeah, there's no way. I've never had a goose.
I haven't either, but they're everywhere, and I would imagine if you're hungry and you had to live,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I'll
100%.
eat
they're big.
Yeah. It's like, it's definitely substance.
Have you had a goose?
No, I've never had a goose. That's what I'm saying. What are you, a fucking
Never
goose?
Never a Christmas goose.
Never a Christmas goose, bro.
Never.
You can't get. I don't have a fridge full of goose grease either. Apparently, if you kill a goose, you get goose grease.
A lot of it?
That's what I
How
assume.
much grease has a goose got?
How much goose does a geese got? What'd you?
How much
Goose
grease
got
does a
How
grease
much
like a
grease does a
geese
goose
got?
got? How much grease do geese got?
How much grease do geese got?
That's the question.
How much grease can you get from a geese?
I think the maximum amount is a gallon.
You got to grease a goose.
You get a gallon of grease from a
From one
goose.
goose? A gallon of grease from a
A
goose?
goose has got a gallon of grease,
Fuck.
but geese have got grease. Greg Reese.
A gallon of goose grease goes for a galleon apiece.
To Greg Reese. Greg Reese is all right. Greg gathers gallons of goose grease.
Greg, how much grease?
Get a Greg Reese piece.
From a flock of geese.
That's a gander. No, I don't know.
How much grease can a man fleece from a flock of geese?
Oh,
There you go. There's the question.
That's the real question. Holy shit! I wonder what goose grease even tastes like. You think it tastes like an actual goose?
I don't know because I don't know what a goose tastes like, but I'm sure it tastes goose-like.
It's goose-like grease.
Yeah.
Do you like cook with this grease?
You could.
Or is it
if
like-
you want your shit to taste like geese?
I think you could probably use it for anything, like hair products. You could probably like oil some axles with it.
I have kind of a duck ass kind of thing on my hair. I
You
could-
do,
I
and
could-
it's crazy that the thing's natural.
I could grease that with some goose grease.
Greg Reese. Ooh.
Geese grease.
Du-du-du-du. You know what I'm saying?
No,
DuckTales. DuckTales.
I never used to watch DuckTales.
Oh, you guys are. This is before your time.
We're in
It was
3 different
after your time.
generations here.
It was after your time, and it was before your time.
Marcus
It was
is-
after your time,
Marcus
and it
is
was before your
drunk.
time. It was my time.
Did you get to go in the Rio Grande River at all?
I did not.
No.
We walked along it. I walked like through the fucking the Trump wall
Okay, yeah.
and just
That
walked
that
to
was
the other
crazy,
side.
wasn't it?
That
Yeah,
is
me
fucking
too,
weird. It's
yeah.
just like, okay, I'm in Mexico. I guess I'll go back.
Yeah.
What happens? What happens if Americans swim across the Rio to Mexico? Do we get deported back to the U.S.?
If you don't get harvested into like cartel human organ programs first or something, I mean,
Solid point. You got to escape those guys.
yeah.
What do you think they're doing with all those organs?
Making money. Big money, man.
Where are they selling them?
Where?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question.
China.
Because it's like I hear about these, like, there's all this shit, but it's like, where are they actually? I mean, is there? Well, I would guess.
I mean, if you're rich and you need an organ, obviously you don't have to wait around like the poor people that need an organ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's obviously channels that you can go through.
Yeah, when you're rich, you
When you're
probably have
rich, yeah.
different phone lines to
Yeah.
these. You got a direct phone line to the Mexican cartel.
Exactly.
Organ department.
Exactly.
It's like for the organ department, press tres.
Yeah, if you got enough money, you can get Xi Jinping's number. You know,
Fucking
hey,
A, man.
Xi Jinping, I need a fucking kidney.
All right.
Dennis Rodman had enough money to get Kim. Dennis Rodman had enough money to get Kim Jong Il's number.
Yeah, right. No, I think Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un,
Un.
sought out Dennis Rodman. He sought out Dennis Rodman. He was like, "I love Dennis Rodman. Get him here."
Get
And then I think Dennis Rodman was just like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go over there." Like I've done so much crazy shit in my life, nothing will top that. And then his phone rings. He's like, "Hey, this is Kim Jong Il." He's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, I was just getting fucking rebounds."
Dude, Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins tells a story where he is having dinner with Dennis Rodman at the night before, and then the very next night, he turns on the TV and Dennis Rodman's in North Korea.
Like what the?
He's
fuck?
like, "What the fuck? I was just hanging with you, bro. We're eating steak."
He was like the literal U.S. ambassador to.
What the
North
fuck's going
Korea.
on in North Korea, anyways? Like, I mean,
Oh, we haven't heard anything
I'm
about it
pretty
for a
damn
while.
sure that's a proxy of the globalists, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You know, they're being used, and that's why there was such a mainstay on the world stage during the Trump era. But how does that work? I mean, like, how the fuck does it work? Like, who the fuck is?
Like, were they like? Are you saying were they just there to like churn fear?
No, I'm sure Kim Jong Il or Un or whatever the fuck his name is works for globalist interests, whatever that is. You know, the whether it's the reptilians or the fucking whatever. Some guy in a fucking suit shows up to North Korea every now and then and gives them instructions.
Yeah.
You know,
Lets them know. Yeah.
right. So, how does it work outside of that? Like, Dennis Rodman can just show up and like throw his mix into it. You know?
Like, what
It's
kind
like,
of trades
what the fuck is going
are
on?
these people doing too?
You
It's
know what?
like-
They're all losers. That's what it is. All these people that we're afraid of with power, they're just fucking losers. It's like they're not impressive. They just have power, so they do shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it is. It's like and what I'm starting to learn is the whole satanic witchcraft. That's all a psyop. That's just to make you think that these people are somehow powerful when they're just losers.
Yeah.
They're
Dude,
just thugs.
all
That's
the
it.
fucking satanic shit. It's like
It's all fiction. It's all fake bullshit. It's just to freak Christians out. That's what it is. It's like, oh, you're a Christian? Well, I'm a fucking Satanist. You know?
yeah. Here's a bunch of devil shit.
Yeah, and they know that people are superstitious and they get weirded out. And it happens in Iran. Like I always talk about Iran because I've become friends with them. The Persians are also very superstitious, and that's how they're psyoped all the time is with the weird superstition stuff. You know?
Yeah.
And it works. I don't believe that. I don't believe in any of that Satanism shit. I think it's all it's a way of freaking people out. The whole 666 thing, that's just a way of, it's a psyop.
Yeah. It's like a fucking numbers thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, Marcos? See, bro, leave it open.
Nothing.
Leave it open.
I wasn't ready to take questions, Drew. I'll be in my trailer.
I want a trailer.
Hey,
If I had a trailer, though, I would never hang out in my trailer.
no, I would fucking hate to be in a trailer all the time, but it's cool to like take your trailer to like wherever the fuck you're going.
Yeah.
And it's like you just go there.
Well, that's the other thing I'm thinking about as far as surviving the end times is maybe the thing to do is not land. Maybe the thing to do is just like what Zimmerman did. You know, have you seen his all-terrain?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I've
It's
heard about
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, before he got his fucking Tesla for some odd reason, like he had just built out a fucking truck. He kitted out a whole back of his truck. It had a camper on it. It had bed.
Yeah.
It had fucking AC. It had like all these outlets, and you could open it up, and then it's like
Well,
a
that's what
canopy.
he's got now.
Really?
Yeah. What he's got now is pretty badass.
Yeah. That's
And you can take it anywhere. And,
and now he works from home, so it's like he can literally go anywhere that
Yeah.
has internet.
Yeah.
He was talking about going to like I think he went to Marfa.
I'd
and
go
he
to
did,
Thailand. I'd
like
go
some
to
glamping.
Phuket.
I would love to go to Phuket.
Yeah.
The problem with I think working from home from these type of places though is like I don't think those places have good internet.
No, they do. I looked into it. I did extensive research specifically on Phuket. If I could ever somehow work remotely with just all I need is a computer, because you can stay in 5-star hotels, eat at 5-star restaurants, and pay $20 a day over in Phuket,
Like,
and you're on
not
the
even.
beach,
Like,
and you got
not
high
even.
speed. No, not even. And you got high speed internet. You're right outside of the biggest, most glamorous beach in the world, basically.
I was looking at
Eating
like
Thai food. Fucking, I love Thai food.
I was looking at all those places on like Airbnb and shit. We went through that
Yeah.
whole like list of shit, and these are just these fucking mansions.
Oh, yeah.
like private pools and everything, and it's just like $12 a night.
Yeah,
it's like what the fuck?
Crazy.
Like what are you talking about?
And you're in paradise.
The problem, the only problem I see with it is the actual travel to get there. Because like if you're not staying for
You got to go back and forth.
yeah,
Because I know I have talked to people who have done it, and depending on your visa, you're either going to get a 3-month or a 6-month visa, which means every 3 to 6 months you got to go back to the state. You got to. That's where the money comes in, is the plane ticket to go back and get your visa. You know, you go back and forth and shit, but.
yeah. Fuck that, bro.
But I mean, I
would
wouldn't
hate
do.
to sit on
No, I
those
would just do.
flights.
I would do Phuket for 3-6 months, and then go to do Peru, because Peru's another place where you can live on the cheap if you're remote. There's a lot of places.
Where is Peru? Is that an island?
Peru is on the west coast of South America. Miraflores is a beautiful spot there. It's like another city, paradise city. You can live super on the cheap if you're making U.S. dollars.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to live in the Caribbean. Vietnam? You go
Another-
live there?
Big time on the cheap, and that's another like tropical type paradise. You know, you can live great, eat great food. Yeah, I mean that's the fucked up thing about today with the COVID and shit is it's not like that, because it's like
Yeah.
a lot of these places are super dangerous now. You know.
Yeah. And then you can't even go to these places without having like, you know, being tested and doing all this extra shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's so crazy,
yeah.
man. It's
So
like
I'm more like ready to just hunker down in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like I will die in Texas.
Yeah.
I will go live other places, but this is where I want to be. Like I'm a diehard Texan. I don't give a fuck.
You can all go to hell, and I'll go to Texas.
Straight up, bro. Greg, you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, man.
Marcos?
It's been kind of a
It's
chill
just a
shit
radio
show.
show and all. Like, we're just here to talk about shit. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, I'm done.
This has kind of been a very chill shit show.
It has. I hope you've enjoyed it if you've been watching.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. I just drove from McAllen.
Yeah.
And literally got here and like fired everything up. I really appreciate y'all coming again. Seriously, man. I really appreciate y'all coming by, hanging out with me, doing this shit that I fucking do. And it's finally paid off because you know why?
We got 1,000 subscribers.
We got 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna be over the fucking watch time. I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna do the whole process again tomorrow. I'm gonna go through the application, and I can guarantee you that it won't last for long. As soon as I hit that apply button, there's gonna be some foolery behind the scenes.
And
But-
if you,
go ahead.
I just want to say, if you were the one that put us over the top, or put 21 the podcast over the top tonight, and you did it because I asked you to, then I just got to say I love you and I really appreciate it because Drew really, 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 really needed this.
Yeah.
And it's a really, really good day.
I did not know how I was going to go on without doing this. No, the entire point, like, okay, I set these parameters, the parameters in which YouTube set, I made them my goal for 21 the podcast.
Yeah.
And I said I wasn't going to start uploading it any other place until I get those parameters. Now that I have these parameters, I'm going to start spreading it around a little bit. I'm going to start putting it on Facebook. I am already on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that shit, like the audio version. But the actual video show, I'm going to start spreading around. I have signed up for a Patreon. I haven't, like, signed on for it, like, set it up or anything like that. Only because I don't really know how to fuck with it just yet. I haven't done too much research, but...
You know, you started the show crying. If you didn't get these 1,000 subscribers, you probably would have ended the show crying.
Yeah.
And that would have been fucking sad.
Yeah.
Will you? Can I ask you something? If I do,
God bless you, Marcos.
since we've been talking about Texas and relocating, when I do relocate to Beaumont or fucking Gun Barrel City, wherever it is, will you bring the cameras and the mics down and do a
You
shit
fucking
show?
right, bro.
Fuck yeah. Hopefully it'll
That's
be
all
Houston.
I need is an invitation.
Hopefully it'll be in the Houston area so we can do the
Bro, that would be fucking sick.
flip flops and the double cups. And
Yeah, bro. What we got to do is we got to
you
like
can teach me all. You can teach me how to be a fucking Houstoner.
Yeah, I'll show you all the ways of the Houstonian. It's not like Hong Kong. Hong Kong people are Hong Kongers, and that's fucking weird. I thought it was Hong Kongonians.
Hong Kongonians.
I feel like
remember
that
you
makes
did,
more sense.
And you were serious, too.
Yeah, I really thought. I was like, that sounds right. That's what they're called. But nope, it's Hong Kongers.
So
well,
Houstoners are Houstonians.
yeah, Houstonians.
I like that.
That's why it's like some people call it Houston, Texas. It's like, bro, you got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn. But if you're on the outskirts, bro, like
I'll be on the outskirts.
yeah, I mean, you can go to every time I drive through Houston, bro, and I see the fucking city. It's just a certain feeling, but that's because like that's where I grew up and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I do know like a lot about the culture. It's just like just seeing that fucking skyline is fucking sick, bro. It's just a very specific feeling. Like Drake says in the beginning of his song, it's like you just get that feeling like you're in Houston, man.
You know what I learned about Dallas? 'Cause
What?
I'm not that familiar with Dallas.
It smells like shit.
Well, I'll say compared to Austin, the roads. There was no traffic. I mean, it was like every road I was on in Dallas, it felt like I was the only one on the road. It was awesome. Massive, wide, huge roads.
What time were you driving?
Well, it was
Yeah.
Monday. It was Monday and Tuesday, and it was so that's what I was thinking. It was like middle of the week.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
and
Dallas roads are like the worst.
Because
to me.
compared to
not traffic
compared to
wise.
Austin, I mean, it was. I was like, wow, I can just drive.
Yeah,
you know?
traffic wise, it is definitely better than Austin. Like it's at least moving, But the way that they have their fucking highway system is just fuck.
It's like if you miss your exit, they're like,
oh yeah,
you gotta go to the next town, bro.
Yeah, you gotta
Next
drive
town
through
over.
fucking Fort Worth real quick just to get like right back to where you're at.
I did notice that. Like their freeways are like turnpikes. Almost.
There's this, yeah. There's a lot. I think there actually is an actual turnpike. I think it's the
George W. Bush
yeah,
turnpike. Yeah.
Bush turnpike. There's one exit that even I saw like a meme about it. It was like, anytime you like, they just showed a picture of the exit. They're like, anytime you get here, like you lose your shit. And it's a fucked up exit, man. You gotta like cross like 3 fucking lanes of all exit only lanes to go to this specific. It's fucked up. I am not a fan of Dallas, the place.
Well, I've noticed as a Texan transplant, a young Texan, I've noticed that, and that's good. That's a good sign of a rich place. Is that if you're from Houston, you don't like Dallas. If you're from Dallas, you don't like Houston. No one seems to give a shit about Austin.
Yeah,
it's mostly about Dallas and Houston.
Yeah, and San Antonio has their own shit too. Everybody has their own but I don't think San Antonio don't really hate on nobody. They're just total San Antonians.
Yeah, San Antonio is definitely like got its own whole thing going on.
What are Dallas people called? Delassians?
Delassians.
Dallasians. Yeah. Dallasites.
What I learned about up there is that it's really all about Fort Worth. That's what I learned.
Nah.
Dallas kind of sucks, I think, compared to Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, I don't know. Fort Worth is like they don't really have shit there.
Well, I agree with that too. I mean, it's not I wouldn't choose to live there, but
you would choose Fort Worth over Dallas?
100%.
Yeah. I would probably do the same. One of my brothers also lives in fucking Dallas. I don't know. Well, he moved there for my sister-in-law, which I can understand. They got a beautiful baby and everything together now. But when he first moved down to Texas, and I was like, why the fuck did you choose Dallas? Gross. But no, I'm super glad he did.
There's some nice suburbs up there, it seems like.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good neighborhoods and shit up there. Like, I mean,
but Houston does seem like, I mean, when you look at the map and you look at the culture, that's where all the culture seems to be.
I think
Houston.
Dallas came up because of like oil money and shit. So it's like, So it's like a lot of the people there, at least, I mean, it's starting to change a little bit now, but a lot of the people there were from like I've always seen the people there as like being kind of pretentious because it's like, oh, like we're better than you. We're fucking Dallas.
Yeah.
All right, fuck you.
Yeah.
But
that's a good reason to hate Dallas.
Fuck you, Dallas.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You fucking smell like shit. Nah,
you guys are okay. We'll let you stay.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know. Hey, before we go, let's go to these comments real quick. Let's go check in on the comments real quick. You drag them over there, Marcos. And then we're going to shut this fucking thing down. Bring them right there to the middle so you can see them. All right, scroll up a little bit. All I saw was one comment that said Drew was
Free
right.
Man, what up? What up? Look at that shout out. Look at how beautiful all those letters are. In a
Marcos. Oh, my gosh.
Look at that. What up, Free Man?
Free Man is a total Marcos fan. All right, right there. We're good. Yeah, shouts to Surfside Beach. Cheers to Chato once again. Scroll down a little bit.
Where's Surfside Beach?
Right there. Let's read Drew's personal emails. Fucking Marcos. Adriana. Shouts to Adriana for subscribing. She might have been number 1,000. Damn. Fuck you, Beeble. Beeble said, damn, cuz you getting thick. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Shouts to Dalton Schultz. Yeah, thanks, Mad City Digital, man. 1K. We're going to 2K, 5K, 10K, 60 million subscribers. What if my shit just went to like 1 million tomorrow? Like for no reason.
Yes.
Bro, Reddit is the place to be. I need to figure out Reddit. The Dr. Seuss segment. Greg Reese, the Dr. Seuss segment. Yeah.
Free Man.
Yeah, just rub your barbecue sauce fingers all down the screen of my TV. I'm going to leave that there too. It's going to be great. Scroll all the way down, Marcos.
Is it illegal to eat a mallard duck?
There's a little more.
Is it?
Is it?
Fuck mallards, man.
I kind of want to eat a mallard
Break
now.
the law? Breaking the law.
Bro, mallards are like they're the most like righteous about being a duck. Like they're just throwing it in your fucking face.
The mallards?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
like
the
with their
most
green
pretentious
fucking
ducks in
heads.
the world. They're like, I'm a duck. You're not a duck.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
ain't
fucking duck.
you ever heard of a mallard,
Yeah.
motherfucker? Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at you. I'm a fucking mallard.
Fucking Donald Duck.
Mallard ass.
Fucking
Excellent.
pieces of shit.
Donald Duck ain't a mallard though.
Drake Mallard.
All right, we're gonna end this. Are y'all ready? Greg, you got anything to say to the people before we go?
No, just thanks for watching, and stay safe. Be happy. Life is amazing.
Marcos, you got anything to say?
Avoid the clap.
That's good. That's very good.
It is good to avoid the clap.
Give me this. Give me this.
But
give
if
me
you
this.
do get the clap,
Go to yeah.
just a simple little antibiotic should take care of it. So,
Z-Pack.
yeah, that should do it.
Yeah, let's take care of that. All right, give me this. Chato, you a hoe, bro. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.